So, in that video, it talked about research students not knowing where to begin their research and how keywords can help them with that. There was a study done that said 3 out of 4 of you students may not have the skills that it takes to research a topic effectively. So that's why we're going to have this lesson today. I'm going to teach you some tips and some tricks to master Google to get your research started if you're trying to do it without just diving into the databases first. Okay? So I'm going to give you a worksheet here. This is our practice worksheet that we're going to go through. Austin, yours is there next to you. And then I have a pen for each of you. So up in the Google search, I want you to think about this question. What is the effect of aspirin on blood clotting? What are our keywords in there, you think?
Aspirin affecting blood.
So type that in, let's see what we get. Google doesn't do well with questions, and it doesn't do well with spaces.
11.
When it does spaces, it then adds to an and to your statement. So with Google, you're right. You want to use those key concepts. But sometimes what you think is the key concept and what Google thinks is the key concept can be two different things.
My name is...
All right, so going through those activities helps us get familiar with the language of Google. Now, what I did is I took a tips and tricks sheet for you here, telling you a lot of the Google language shortcuts. And if you use these when you're doing your searches for your research, you'll be able to narrow your results down a lot quicker. But if you look at the very bottom, if you are in Google Images and you type Atari Breakout, you will actually be able to play Atari Breakout. So that's kind of a fun thing. There's also a flip a coin in Google where you tell it to flip a coin and you get to flip a coin. You can look up your stock quotes with just a single right there. You just had to go right back where you were and say flip it, and it's heads. And you hit flip it again, and oh, it's tails this time. Hit flip it, and it will flip the coin for you. So that's kind of an interesting little thing as well. All right, so now we're going to get your assessment started. So what I have got put together for you is a scavenger hunt. And you have exactly 10 minutes to go through and complete this scavenger hunt. And I can tell you that all of the answers will be able to be found by just entering into the Google search box using those neat little tips and tricks that we... To close out our lesson today, did you guys find a tip or a trick that I showed you today that maybe you didn't know before and could help you in your research?
Yeah.
And then of course then some fun things like the Google image games as well.
Yeah.
So do you think having this scaffold, this piece of paper that has all of those tips on it that you could keep with you, will maybe help you remember better some of the things that we discussed today?
Yeah, I think it would.
Sure. Okay. Well, thank you for your time today. I hope that this helps you with your future research, okay?
Okay.